Hey, REDBET here, another quick video. CF Auto Racing presents Sebastian Vettel is retiring. So Sebastian Vettel, a German driver who's raced in Formula 1 since 2006, announced on July 28, 2022 that he's retiring from Formula 1. Always focused on the track, Vettel was always aggressive, not Max Verstappen aggressive, but he wasn't one to give up position easily. Just a reminder to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and like and subscribe. Let's look at some of Vettel's achievements over his Formula 1 career. He was a four-time F1 champion from 2009 to 2012. He placed second in the F1 championship with Ferrari in 2017 and 2018. In 2006, he placed second in Formula 3 Euro Series. He had 53 career wins and 122 podiums. He also had the third most podiums in Formula 1, only behind Lewis Hamilton and Michael Schumacher. In 2010, his title win, he became the youngest driver to win a title at 23 years old and 134 days. Sebastian Vettel said on his statement on Instagram, "I love this sport. It has been central to my life since I can remember. But as much as there is life on the track, there is life off the track too. Being a racing driver has never been my sole identity." Who am I? I'm Sebastian, a father of 3 children and a husband to a wonderful woman. I'm curious and easily fascinated by passionate or skilled people. I'm obsessed with perfection. I'm tolerant and I feel we all have the same rights to live, no matter what we look like, where we come from, and who we love. Next to racing, I have grown a family and I love being around them. I have grown other interests outside Formula 1. My passion for racing and Formula 1 comes with lots of time spent away from them and takes a lot of energy. In his prime with Redbull for 4 years, he was unmatched. The car and him were in sync, leading to 4 world titles. He had third the most podiums in Formula 1, only behind Lewis Hamilton and Michael Schumacher. He wasn't able to achieve the same success at Ferrari, where he finished second to Lewis Hamilton in the 2017 and the 2018 season. His career at Ferrari came to an abrupt end in 2020. Ferrari power just was slightly less than the Mercedes. They finished 6th in the Constructor Championship, the worst constructor points total they had since 1980. And they said decision was mutual. COVID disrupted this season with 10 races being cancelled or postponed. His only podium in 2020 was a 3rd place finish in the Turkish Grand Prix. Mercedes won every title since Vettel's reign. Between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, Mercedes reigned for 7 years, until last year when Max Verstappen won his first World Drivers title with Red Bull. He's been with the Aston Martin team for about 2 years, and this could also be weighing on his decision to retire, as they haven't been having the best performance. Some other drivers in Formula 1 were quoted as saying, Max Verstappen was quoted, "He has achieved so much in the sport that it's fully understandable for him to retire. He's a great ambassador for the sport." Lewis Hamilton was quoted saying, "He has been one of the very, very few drivers in racing history that has stood for much more than himself. He's used his voice in things that I fought for, and he stood by me. He's taken the knee, and he's gone on his own journey and stood on the grid and fought for things he believed in, and for the greater good. I think he's just a really beautiful human being, and I'm really grateful to have been here in a time that he was racing." Hamilton's words here are shown in Vettel's action. Vettel has participated in many causes outside of racing, from climate change, energy dependency, LGBT rights, Brexit, along with criticism of the Canadian mining industry for the Alberta oil sands. He is a very technical, not to rest even in the off-season. He's been said to be the only driver in 2011 to have visited the Pirelli factory to talk to the tire company. Pirelli director Paul Hambly said in 2011 about Vettel, "The only other driver that asks us a lot of questions is Michael Schumacher. It's like seeing the master and his protege at work." Shows you Vettel's dedication to the sport, visiting the Pirelli tire factory in the off-season, something that he didn't have to do, but he always wanted to see if he can get an edge over his competitors. Vettel has said his reason for going to Ferrari is watching Michael Schumacher race for Ferrari as a kid. He can walk away not feeling he left something behind. He's been a champion 4 times. He didn't win with Ferrari, but Mercedes was so dominant with Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg were winning titles. So Mercedes went on a 7-year span of winning titles right after Sebastian Vettel's domination. He's a very charismatic guy too. No one can forget the 2019 incident at the Canadian Grand Prix, when Vettel felt he was robbed for the win. So Vettel went off track onto the grass and came on and as Hamilton tried to squeeze through. But in fairness, Vettel's car was ahead, and yes, Hamilton had to brake really hard, but you can't tell if Vettel could even see him in the mirrors at the time. Plus, his car was ahead. Sometimes Formula 1 does have its funny moments. So after the 2019 Grand Prix is when Vettel was pissed off going into the cool down room, and he saw that first place was taken away from him. So what he did, he decided to move the placard out of Hamilton's first place spot, you see, and give him the second place and move the first place spot to no car. So sometimes there are funny things that happen in Formula 1. So with Vettel retiring at the end of this year, he can walk away, head held high. He's achieved a lot in the sport. He's loved, he has lots of fans, and he can seek new adventures outside of racing. For his talent, drive, and charisma and personality will definitely be missed. So tell us what you think. How did you feel Vettel's career panned out? I know when he went to Ferrari, it wasn't really the same like when he was on Red Bull and he was just winning year after year, but he was still competing. It was Hamilton's car was just too good for all those years. And then Nico Rosberg also. So let us know what you think. More racing videos coming this week. We're going to have the Hungarian Grand Prix review tomorrow, along with there is going to be Aprilia versus Ducati video, along with MotoGP's returning next week. So we're going to have MotoGP videos definitely next week coming up with the return 5-week break happen, but it's over. And now Formula 1 goes on a break. So we'll see you in a few weeks I will still be doing Formula 1 videos, but there's no race for 5 weeks. So REDBET signing off. I hope you enjoyed the video.